Hello and welcome to today's meditation. This session will allow you to connect with your inner wisdom so you can become aware of the necessary changes needed to reveal your true self and take you to where you want to be. It's best to repeat this meditation every day for a minimum of 31 days in order to gain its full effect. And, as always, use your common sense. Only participate in this meditation when you're in a safe space and are not engaging in any other activities. As you settle into a comfortable meditative pose, notice how the thought of change affects you. What physical charge do you feel in your body at the idea of change? Where do you feel this sensation? Take a moment now to take a deep breath in, taking in a healing and loving breath, and drawing that breath to the space where you felt the sensation of change. On your exhale, imagine releasing that tension with a nice, slow, long out-breath. Imagine now that you're walking out into a safe, familiar grassy field surrounded by thick, elegant, knotted trees. The sun kisses your cheeks. The whispering wind caresses your hair. Your muscles soften, lulling your body into a deep relaxation. Your mind is clear, your heart happy. As you move towards the center of the field, you see a cloaked, benevolent presence walking toward you. With kind eyes and a loving smile, a guide walks forward. You notice their wiry hair, weathered skin, and clothes. As they draw nearer, you get a good glimpse into their eyes. They twinkle with the familiar kindness. You notice the color is just like yours. With a sense of knowing, you realize that those are your eyes. You're now face to face with your highest self, a personified version of your inner wisdom, one who knows and has lived your greatest potential and strengths. Your guide reaches for your hand. You gently accept. Then you both step boldly towards the south. South represents passion and desire. Birds fly south to follow their deeply rooted need for warmth in the winter. Your highest self asks you, what is deep in you that you seek? What drives you? What are your goals and dreams for this coming year? Where would you like to see yourself a year from now? You're then directed towards a flowing waterfall. As you think of who you want to be a year from now, every thought that you imagine appears like a hologram in the misty curtain of the waterfall. By the time you accomplish your goal, what does that version of you look like? How do you feel? What are you wearing? How do you walk and present yourself? What does that version of you do when you get out of bed in the morning? What are your habits? How do you end your day? The more detailed you can describe your future you, the clearer the image appears in the waterfall. We'll spend a minute here for you to envision and create your future you. What does your future you look like a year from now? Now that you have a clear picture of your future self, that image emerges from the waterfall, whole and exactly as you imagined. Your inner guide now gently takes your right hand. Your future you takes your left. You all three take a turn towards the west. With the setting of the sun, the west signifies a time for rest. Imagine the fiery sun's glow sinking, dimming, softening into a sherbet sky against an inky horizon. Now is the time to ask your inner guide and your future you, what is it that I need to release? What holds me back? What's an obstacle to reaching my goals? What person, habit, or circumstance do I need to release to feel more free? What emotion must I release to feel lighter so that I can rise up brighter, more exuberant the next day? What excuses do I need to abandon? What do I need to put to rest in order to reach where you are? As you take time to hear their instructions, listen and allow the toxic things that hold you back and you need to get rid of to burn away with the setting sun. Take a slow, deep inhale, taking in the relief of a lighter load, and breathe out gratitude slowly with an exhale. And now, with the slightest touch, your inner guide and future self turn to face the north, which represents the guidance and direction of the North Star. As you face the north, take this time to ask your inner wisdom and your future self what's needed to regain a sense of balance, direction, and purpose. Turn to your future self and ask, what are the changes that you conquered to get to where you are? What did you use to conquer them? How did you set yourself up for success and rid yourself of limiting beliefs and self-sabotage? Clarify your end goal with your future self. Ask, what was your purpose? What is it that you truly wanted that drove you to keep going and not give up? Take a minute now to connect with your North Star. Listen and learn from your future self and your inner guide. Take another long, slow, deep inhale and exhale slower, longer, comfortably. Now you have a clearer sense of guidance, a stronger connection to your inner wisdom, your intuition, and your future self. You can embrace challenges, recognize your purpose, and see your path. Your guides now face you towards the east, where the sun rises and where we get the first glimpse of a brand new day. The first sparks of hope, the first fire of creativity, the first dawning of a new idea. Turn once more to your inner guide and future self and ask, in order for me to reach where you are, what is it in me that needs to wake up? What's the first step that I need to start towards obtaining my goal? What ideas do I need to put into action? Spend a moment here, thinking and feeling through what you can and will start today. Disempower all excuses. Choose your first act to show your commitment to your intention, and then act on it as soon as possible. What will you do today that will keep you on your path to being your best self now, ultimately leading to being your best future self? Take a nice, deep, long, slow breath in and exhale comfortably, longer and slower. Now that you've gained clarity on what you'll do to start your goals into action, take a good look at the future you that you met in the southern waterfall. Look and know that you already have within you what it takes to be that version of yourself. The only thing holding you back is time, choices, and action. Look forward to this journey of transformation with a sense of adventure and courage. Prepare to enjoy each step of the journey and take pride in each accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Now, you and your guides return to the grassy field and pause to watch the sinking sun. They have one last word of wisdom to impart. Your progress, they say, should never be rushed. Just as the sun rises and sets in its due time, it never rushes from one end to the other. In the same way, you also can enjoy your steady pace of progress. As the sun sets in the west, you also can sink into a sense of comfort and peace, knowing that where you are now is exactly where you need to be. As the North Star guides, you can enjoy the sights, experiences, and the people along the way, wherever it may lead. As the sun rises in the east, you can enjoy the spark of possibilities, the glow of newness, and dawning of ideas. No matter what direction you find yourself facing, take time to enjoy where you are in that moment. Appreciate the process that you're facing, rather than ruminating over where you are not. While some changes, beginnings, and endings bring about intense emotions, it's okay to take adequate time to grieve them or celebrate them as needed. Give yourself grace to be human. Don't be hard on yourself. It's time now to look up to see the last cotton candy colors of sunset spill across the sleepy sky. A sky as vast as your possibilities and colors as vibrant as your inspiration. You release the kite strings of excuses, the can'ts, the won'ts, the self-sabotage, and watch them float away, disappearing into the sky. Bring your awareness now back to the grassy field. Feel the soft earth beneath your feet, the air crisp and cool, your mind clear and satisfied. Your inner guide and future self hold your hands, all standing in a supportive circle. You look into their eyes that look deep into your soul, beyond flesh and bone. They each have a message for you. They both see in you something unique and powerful, something that you maybe have not seen in yourself. Listen now to hear what they've seen in your beautiful soul. It's time now to return. Your inner guide wraps a calloused hand around your own. With a firm, kind grip, they both give a parting nod. They assure that they're always with you. They're always part of who you are. You already have full access to what it takes to reach your goals, to meet them where they are and become one. They remind you that whenever needed, they'll join you to help you get back on track. Changes and obstacles are inevitable. The more you realign with your inner wisdom and future self and meet back here in this safe space, the easier change will be, and the easier it will be to let go of what you can't control. You don't have to take on the challenges alone. They're always with you, and they're within you to help you stay true to your path and reach your goals.